Second part of our shipper update, we're going to talk about getting pricing information as well as printing labels directly from the tow. So as in the last video, we're going to go to the freight tab, shipper, drop down, and we're going to use our UPS shipping API section. Before we do that, I just want to show you where account information is kept. So if we go to the vendor, manage, and there's a new addition has been added, shipper account number. In here is where you're going to put in this case, we have it set up for UPS, but each additional company will have their own spot for their account number. So by using this in here, it will default to this account number every time you go into the shipper page. So let's go back to the shipper page, and we're going to go to UPS tracking. And what we have here is on the left, we will get a list of unverified releases. And if we need to type in a specific release, we can actually click on this button. So when we click on that, it will give you the option to type in a specific release. So I'm going to use this list, and this list can be sorted by clicking on the headings. We have a scroll bar, and I'm going to look for a specific one here, Kodiak. The second I click on this, it's going to populate that information over here in the ship to. Okay, so, and you notice that account billing number has been added by default for this particular order. So our ship to information, there's a couple things we're going to do here. We have a check in here for addresses. We don't want any extra charges. That's what happens when UPS doesn't have the correct address. So this will go against the UPS database, which uses the United States Postal Service database. So I have an address in here. I'm going to hit check. It's going to go through their database, and it's going to tell me, oh, we have an error in this particular address. So close that. I know what this error is, so I'm just going to correct this. It's really supposed to be 3024. And I'll check it again. And what it will do is it will prompt us saying, this is the address we have. Would you like to update it with the existing address? It's probably not a bad idea because actually we're adding the 4-digit extension to the zip code. In this case, if they were the same, it will still pop up this screen, usually capitalization. It actually added the T in street, so it's not a bad idea. So I'm going to accept this update. Now this will only update on this screen. It's not going to change the order, so, or the customer, I should say. So A amps electric is still going to be 304 with the old zip code. You would have to actually go in and manually change that. This is just for this UPS screen. So once I have that, now I can start entering my information here. So it defaults to ground service, customer supplied packaging. You can change these if you have any specific requirements for this. If you're using a different type of service, this one is set up as ground. We have the ability to add width, height, and length, which gives you a more accurate price. They are not required, as you can note by the asterisk. So we do have to put in a weight. We do have to put in a count. So the count is going to be the number of packages. So if this 2 pounds is over, the number of packages, we would put that, or if the entire shipment, I should say, is multiple packages. So let's say there's 4 packages on here. This will give us the ability to print 4 separate labels for each package based on this weight. Okay. Gives us the release number and gives us our account number. So at this point, I'm going to add to list. And what it does is it will create a packing list at the bottom. And this list can grow. So right now we have one order that we could create packing lists for. We don't have to stop there. we can continue and add, and then we'll have to get our UPS cost for each, or we can just keep this one here and work with that one. But let's say we wanted to add another one, so fills this information in. Let's see if we have the correct address. We do. We'll accept that, and we'll add. We have 5 pounds and 1 package. Add that to this. Okay, so now we have our 2 items. So initially we want to get the cost. So based on the account number we added, I'm going to do get UPS cost. Gives us the cost. And right at that point, we have an accept cost and get label. So if we're okay with this price, this is going to be what it's going to charge, what UPS is going to charge us to ship this. And by the way, UPS does not charge you until the label has actually been scanned by the UPS pickup. So even if I accept and create this label, it's not going to bill you until it's scanned in the system. So this is similar to whenever you order things. I know I've seen that, shipping label has been created. Doesn't mean it's actually been picked up yet. It means the shipping label has been created, but no cost or no amount has been charged to your account at this point. So let's actually accept cost and get labels. So now you'll notice we had a number of packages on here, each of them 104, and it prints out all that information as a PDF, or creates a PDF. And now at this point, we can print the label. Now we can do it a number of ways. I said it creates a PDF. It won't create a PDF unless you tell it to create a PDF. If I wanted to print this, if I had a specific label printer from UPS set up on this particular computer or on your network, you can just choose that from your drop-down list and hit print, and it would automatically send these to those printers. You can save it as a PDF. You can even print it on a standard printer. Then you'd have to obviously tape it to the packages. So that works like any other printing would work in a system. So going back to this screen, basically we're done. We've created the labels, we've priced the labels, we've actually gone through the steps of generating, one, checking that we have a valid address, which will save you time. By the way, it doesn't force you to do this. This is something you really should do each time. Edit our shipping from, for whatever reason, right up here. And that would again be just for this session. And our credentials are set up here. So when you're ready to get this set up, all you would need, and I'll show you here, is your UPS credentials. This is your UPS credentials. It will not get this shipping cost unless it has this information in this. You'd have to have an account, and this is done on the UPS website. Okay. And that's it. That is our update to, or addition to, the tow that adds the ability to price out your shipments and generate labels. That's it for this updated edition of part 2. Please check out part 1, which was a tracking video on how to track shipments. No accounts are required for that. That works right off the bat. You just go in there and it will track information based on the carrier. So hope you enjoyed that video and get use out of this. And of course, if you have any ideas or suggestions that you would like us to create a video on, just go and send us an email, asktts today at tradetechsolutions.com, and we'll be sure to get a video out for you. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.